Bassmaster Elite Series Pro Mark Menendez here with you, and let's talk about jerkbaits. And let's talk about the value of a jerkbait and when we need to throw it due to water temperature. A jerkbait is a bait, and it's probably the only bait I have in my tackle box that I can actually bring fish to me. Think about throwing a spinnerbait past a brush pile, or flipping a jig under a dock, or winding a plug down a riprap bank. We actually go to them to try to get them, but a jerkbait, in its natural pause, twitch, pause action that you impart, pulls those fish to you. So let's talk about that. In the early springtime, I want to use a deep diving jerkbait. I want to get that bait as close to the fish as I can. Twitch, pause is the cadence that you need to use. But the trick is, in cold water, the softer the jerk, the longer the pause. Now, a pause may be up to 15 to 30 seconds. Now think about that. Twitch, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. That's a long time because we're itchy. We want to put our foot on that trolling motor. We want to jerk the bait. We want to move it, but we'll overfish the bait. By fishing a jerkbait slow, I won my first national tournament with a 15 to 20 second pause on Pickwick and Wilson Lakes years ago, catching big giant smallmouth and big giant largemouth. Color of the bait. On a day like today where we don't see the sunshine at all, I want a white bait. See how there's a pulse of color when that bait turns? White throws better pulses when water is clear, but yet you have overcast skies. Now, on a bright sunny blue day, I want the flash of a chromebait. That chromebait makes that pulse, that bass sees that pulse, and he becomes interested, and he eases up to it. That long pause, that easy twitch and that long pause in that pre-spawn, late winter, early pre-spawn is when you're going to catch some of the biggest bass of the year on a jerkbait. As water temperatures warm up, 55, heading towards 60, that magic number when the bass start spawning, twitch, moving that bait faster. And I change my bait as far as the style of bait. I want just a shallow lipped, and it's a bait I'm moving down the bank pretty quick. Flash, aggressive fish moving up to spawn, protecting the beds a little bit later. This is a great way to catch them. One of the things that's really important is your line. Fluorocarbon line gives me two things. One, it's a more dense line and it helps get that bait down deeper, which is perfect in that wintertime situation. Getting it down there a little deeper, it has those sinking qualities to it because of the density. And then the sensitivity of it. Because most of those early spring bites, when you're barely twitching that thing, it's just a little bit of a tick, just a tick, or you go ahead and jerk that thing and your line goes limp. I can feel all of that with fluorocarbon line. And then in the summertime, particularly when I'm up here in the north with smallmouth, I'm using 12-pound Seaguar InvizX, and I'm using a smaller bait, and I am moving this thing whack, just moving that thing, making it go erratic, making those smallmouth see it, and they go crazy over it. And this smaller bait with a smaller forage up here works the best. Through the seasons, being patient when it's cold, and as things warm up, making that pause and that cadence a little bit longer, a little bit quicker. This is going to help you catch more bass on one of my favorite lures, a jerkbait.